let's see, it was the Western Hemisphere Star Sailboat Championships. Star boats are a class of sailboats that are raced internationally. They race them, I don't know if they still race them in the Olympics, but they might. They're about 21 feet long, 2 people on the boat. They're purely racing sailboats. They're very hard to sail, very touchy. You have to really know what you're doing. And they had 3 days of unbelievably strong wind, and they all enjoyed it. They thought this was they were really impressed with Lake Sunapee. The Lake Sunapee Yacht Club did a great job hosting the event. We had the world champion here from the Star class. We had boats from South America and all over North America racing. I think there were 30 boats that started off. And there was a real opportunity for us to show off Lake Sunapee and for them to sail on a freshwater lake. You're right, most of the time they sail in the ocean. I think freshwater sailing is a little bit trickier because you've got a smaller body of water and you have to really play the wind and watch the wind on the lake, because when you're out in the ocean or out in a bay, the wind's pretty steady. But when you're out here on Lake Sunapee, depending on the direction of the wind and the mountains around the lake, one side of the lake could be better wind or the other side could be better. And I think there's a little bit more tactics racing on a small lake like this, which they really seem to enjoy for a change of pace. And a fella from Brazil won the whole thing. Well, there were quite a few local boats in the race. There was one boat, the Ivies, from the Lake Sunapee Yacht Club, actually finished second in a race that I saw out there on Thursday. I think they finished 9th overall, which was pretty impressive. A representative number of star boats from the whole Western Hemisphere. And then the Lake Sunapee Cruising Fleet is more of an on-paper organization. We organize most of the racing on the lake every Wednesday night for 14 nights during the summer, and then every other Sunday. We also have 3 end-to-end races, and we also host Sailing Day. So we're a really active group with sailing on the lake all summer. And if people are interested in crewing or getting involved or getting their sailboat in the club, they can just go to our website, which is lscf.us, and you can get all the information on. You can become a social member. We have get-togethers every month at somebody's house on the lake as just for a potluck thing, and it's just a nice bunch of people that love to be out on the lake and love sailing, and we have a lot of fun. Well, this year the Lake Sunapee Cruising Fleet, we're hosting our 3rd annual Sailing Day on Saturday, July 19th. And what that is, actually, it's a fun day on the lake. It's not racing, and we call it a poker cruise because at 1 o'clock on Sunday, we're going to have our committee boat out by the entrance to the harbor here in Sunapee with balloons on it. And there'll be 4 other boats out on the lake with balloons on them. And you just come up, you sail up to the committee boat. It's free. Any sailboats are welcome, from sailfish all the way up to cruisers and 26-footers. And we will give you some course instructions and a playing card. And then you will sail to the other 4 marks, and at each of those marks you'll receive another playing card, and you'll have a poker hand by the time you're done. And then the Cruising Fleet, we're hosting a reception over here in Pete's Shed from 4 till 6. We're going to have free refreshments and prizes. We have lift tickets to Mount Sunapee. We have merchandise from some of the merchants here in town. We have all kinds of stuff. So we'll have a table of prizes, and we go down through the list, and you go up and pick your prize. And we also have a prize or prizes for the best themed crew costume. So we encourage people to dress up for this event, have a theme to your crew, dress in costumes, come out on the lake and just have a fun day, sponsored by the Lake Sunapee Cruising Fleet. Any sailboats are welcome. We've had Sunfish all the way up to 26-foot sailboats. We do ask that you follow all of the state regulations for safety and have life jackets and all those necessary things on your boat. But there's no charge. We're going to have the committee boat out at 1 o'clock on Saturday, right outside the harbor of Sunapee here by the lighthouse. You start there and work your way around. It's maybe a 1.5 mile course, not too long, and it's all for fun. But one of our crew persons she's been crewing with us for 4 or 5 years on our sailboat on Wednesday nights, had never sailed. Her family had power boats on the lake, and she always looked out on the lake and said, "Boy, they look like they go so slow." So we took her out sailing and racing one night, and that changed her mind. She said, "Wow, we're going pretty fast, and this thing's tipping over." So she's a full-time crew person on our boat now and comes out every Wednesday night. It's our 3rd year. We had almost 20 boats last year, which was great. As I said, all sizes, all shapes. Just make sure you're wearing life jackets and following all the safety precautions when you're out on the lake, and you're welcome to come.